Well, hello, good evening. This is Jeff Hooks. I am the President and Chief Operating Officer of Victory Nutrition International, or VNI for short. And it is my privilege to welcome each of you and all of you to our special information event for this Thursday evening, February 27th. Those of you that are plugged in live, I want to welcome all of you. Those of you that are listening via replay, perhaps from our innovative VNI Life app, I want to welcome all of you as well. The purpose of tonight's event is very, very simple. The individual that invited you to learn about VNI is excited to share with you information about an incredibly innovative wellness company, a nutritional sciences company that is doing some extraordinary things in a very crowded space. And we're going to talk about that tonight. But if you're at a point in time in your life where you care about your physical health, and I think you do, or you probably wouldn't be listening this far, you're going to love what you hear. We are a company that the intellectual property that you're going to be hearing about has been developed over decades. But as a company, we launched this company, we pre-launched a little over 6 years ago. We officially launched 6 years and 1 month ago, a little over 1 month. And we're a young, fast-growing company doing business all over the U.S. and Canada. We've got a global strategy to expand very strategically, very intentionally around the world in the years ahead. And we are excited to share with you information on our company, our products, the intellectual property, the scientific validation that separates us from every other company out there. And that's where we're going to be spending most of our time this evening. We're going to spend a little bit of time at the end, giving you a little bit of insight for those of you that might be interested from a timing standpoint in some diversified cash flow. We have an authorized partner program that we're very, very proud of. A lot of exciting innovations happening there. So we're going to give you a little bit of insight, not going to overload you, but give you a little bit of insight on how the authorized partner program works so that you can gather at least enough information so you can determine if you want to schedule a next step discussion with the individual that invited you onto tonight's video conference event. So excited again that you're here, and you've got a very special treat for those of you that are guests. You're going to be learning about our company from our visionary founder and chief executive officer, Bill Downs. And it is my privilege at this point to pass the baton to Bill, and he's going to be sharing some exciting information. So Bill, take it away.
Thank you, Jeff. Let me share my screen. And where did that go? Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. Oops. Good evening, everybody. It's a real privilege to be here and to be sharing this information with you. As Jeff said, we have an incredible mission. Aside from assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance, our mission is really improving the quality of people's lives. That's what it's all about. It's about making a contribution. And I've been in the nutritional supplement industry for almost 40 years now. I was in the raw material ingredient business for nutraceuticals for 24 years. And I think that I'm qualified to give a rather authoritative overview of the industry. So with that, here's a couple of statistics for you. In 1985, the dietary supplement industry did about $4 billion a year. Actually, the entire natural products industry did $4 billion a year. In 2012, the dietary supplement industry category did $137 billion a year. So it was a massive growth, exponential growth. And consumers are spending money primarily in 3 categories: on dietary supplements, on health and fitness programs, clubs, memberships, and anti-aging, shopping for organic foods, and getting involved in all kinds of weight control programs, exercise programs. So but dietary supplements has been a huge component of this massive growth. The challenge is that in all these years, with this massive increase in revenues and people spending money on things to make themselves healthier, we haven't put a dent in the incidence of chronic degenerative diseases. Obesity and chronic illness are still on the rise. There are literally thousands upon thousands of dietary supplements on the market from which to choose. As Jeff just said, it's a very crowded space. And I mean, it is so crowded that there's no room to move. And if you're going to stand out in this type of a market, you are absolutely going to have something that is unique and superior to everything else. How is it possible for people to know what products to take? How do they know if they're wasting their hard-earned money? Well, unless you're an industry insider like me, you really don't. That begs this question. What is the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market? You know, I hear it all the time. Oh, those products are very expensive. And so they go in and they buy the cheapest thing on the shelf, thinking that they're getting the same benefit. The most expensive nutritional supplement on the market, quite simply, is the one that doesn't work, no matter what you paid for it. Factors that influence that include digestive impairment. Digestive impairment is the #1 health malady in our culture. It's the #1 reason for emergency room visits after accidents. It's the #1 reason for doctor visits. It's the #1 reason for the most purchased over-the-counter medications. And it's the #1 reason for the most prescribed drugs for a legitimate health condition. It underpins every major chronic degenerative disease. We need to improve digestion. Second influence is generic low-quality ingredients. Out of the thousands upon thousands of products that contain in themselves, tens, 20s, 30s, 50s, 100s of ingredients, the vast majority of those ingredients are not the premium ones that the science has been done on that show that they do something in the body. They're cheap counterfeit knockoffs because the #1 addiction of the human species is greed. And then companies don't use enough ingredients, where a scientific study on a legitimate ingredient shows that maybe 100 milligrams is required to get a therapeutic effect. The vast majority of companies will use only a fraction of that. So we're getting low quality ingredients, we're getting not enough ingredients, and that's going into an impaired digestive system. And that means the ingredients either don't get absorbed into the bloodstream, or if they do, they don't do anything. So on January the 15th of 2014, Steve Kushner and I founded Victory Nutrition International. Collectively, we're biochemists, formulators, and published researchers. Actually, Steve's expertise is in bioenergetic nutrition. We have unique, exclusive proprietary formulas. We use premium quality ingredients in our products. Again, I was in the ingredient business for 24 years. I'm a bit of a fanatic, a perfectionist about using premium quality ingredients. And our advanced proteasome absorption delivery technology separates us from everybody. And our products, our finished products, not just the ingredients, our finished products are validated by published clinical studies. That means in humans. That is available in VNIScience.com. You can also go to PubMed and look them up, which is a government science website, or you can go to VNI Science to make it easier. In addition, our scientific advisory board is comprised at the moment of 3 brilliant scientists who are icons in the industry that have collectively over 170 years worth of research, evidenced by hundreds of published research papers in peer-reviewed scientific journals. Dr. Kenneth Blum is the father of psychiatric genetics. He's the scientist who actually discovered the dopamine D2 receptor A1 gene that shows an association with severe alcoholism. It was at that time it was called the addiction gene. It's now called the reward gene, and many of us carry it, like me. But my obsession is doing scientific research and serving people. Dr. Debashis Bakshi also has hundreds of published papers, along with his wife, who has hundreds of published papers. They have served on numerous National Institutes of Health grant review boards. When we go to a scientific symposium, it's like watching the Red Sea separate. The aisles, people move aside for them. They are just amazing icons in the industry. They're the ones that actually popularized, for those of you that have been in the nutrition industry, the OPC, polyphenols, botanical antioxidant genre that became popular, and the Garcinia cambogia and the chromium and things like that. They created those categories with scientific validation. VNI is the only company known to have 48 published clinical studies so far, with 3 patents and 2 patents pending on proprietary exclusive technologies supporting our finished products. What that means is there is unprecedented scientific validation, which provides an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation should you be interested in sharing the product. We don't ever want anybody to be humiliated or embarrassed because they get caught not having any validation backing up their, our products. So anybody who partners with VNI to do the business is assured that our products that they're promoting are made with the highest quality ingredients, backed by peer-reviewed science, and most importantly, they improve the health of others, confirmed by actual case reports and product reviews. And let me just correct something that I just said. There are products, I said, that they are promoting. They are your products. They belong to you. When you become a partner with VNI, you are part of the family. These are your products to promote. So let's take a look at what optimal health is by first looking at what suboptimal health or ill health is. Ill health is the body's inability to create and maintain the ideal biological environment. That means that cells cannot effectively use oxygen and water to make and manage energy and eliminate waste. It's kind of like a stagnant pond, which you can see here. The pond is not moving. The water's not moving in the pond. It's not getting oxygenated. It's contaminated, and fish can't live in that. On the other hand, optimal health is the body's ability to create and maintain the ideal biological environment to ensure optimal cellular structure, function, and the ability for cells to effectively use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste. It's like a wonderfully, perfectly clean and pure pond with healthy fish. That's the way your body should be. A healthy, wonderful biological environment that is able to support the life and function of all your cells. The blood is moving and the cells are well oxygenated, and they can use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, and get rid of waste. Another differentiating fact besides the premium quality ingredients is that we can assure you that those ingredients are getting into your cells. All VNI products use our proprietary proteasome technology, and that means the supplements are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. VNI products restore the ability for cells to effectively use oxygen and water and the ingredients to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste for optimal cellular structure and function. By the way, as I'm going to show you in maybe the next slide, being able to make energy and manage energy using oxygen and water are the 2 most important resources for life. You're made of oxygen, you're made of air, water, sunshine, and food, period. The importance of the substance can be evaluated by how long you live without it. You can live without water for a little bit, you can live without food for a while, you can live without sun for a while. Anybody want to try and live without air? So the proteasome technology that gets these nutrients into the cells actually mimics cell membranes and body fluid properties. And this may be a little bit more scientific, but these phospholipids that come from plant oils actually have a head and 2 legs, you can see right there, and they fit together kind of like this. And that's what forms the membrane, otherwise called the cell wall, the membrane around all your cells and around all the intracellular organelles, all the organelles inside the cells. The nucleus, the ribosomes, the mitochondria, the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi apparatus, et cetera, et cetera. That all has this phospholipid bilayer. And our products make, when we engineer the Protobite, and all of our products use the proteasome technology, but as an example of the mimicry what happens after 2 days of manufacturing this product. We don't use any heat in making the product. And after 2 days, when the product is allowed to stand to take out samples for toxicity testing, to make sure there's no contaminants in it, no bad bacteria, nothing that's not supposed to be there is not in there, and we test for stability, over a few hours, the Protobite all by itself heats up to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit and stops. That's actually in our patent application. So that stands for biological friendliness, body usefulness. So our products are a little bit different as well. We don't use products that I would classify as navigational therapy, helping to bring the body, to force the body back in, like maybe acupuncture or chiropractic. Navigational therapies can be very good, but foundational therapy, even drugs are navigational therapy. Foundational therapy, air, water, sunshine, and food, okay? The quality of your health is directly related to the quality of those resources. And our products are all foundational health promoting products. The first one I'm going to talk about is Enzor. It's a multi-enzyme complex, and it consists of a formula called Diet Essential, which is made up of stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex. And the important thing about this enzyme is activated in the higher pH of body tissues. It's not activated in the stomach. Therefore, we call it metabolically activated. We also use the proteasome. This is the only protosomed enzyme complex on the market, and that ensures rapid and prolonged absorption. It starts absorbing in the mouth, and then it starts absorbing again in the small intestine. It doesn't break down in the stomach. This combination is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, immune, and blood health support. There are no other protosomed enzyme products on the market. Peer-reviewed and published clinical research validation can be found on VNIScience.com. The safety and efficacy of Enzor is demonstrated in 2 published clinical case studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published clinical study. And there's the reference down below. Metabolically activated and the alkaline pH tissues inside the body on the other side of the GI tract. It's interesting, people think of the digestive system as being in the body, and it is inside the skin, except that because it's open at both ends, it's actually an external organ on the inside of your body, and that's why 70 to 80% of your immune system tissue is there. So, and by the way, with these virus issues going around, the healthier your immune system is, the more protection that you have. Therefore, it boosts and strengthens metabolism and vitality, supports digestion of proteins, fats, and carbs, supports intestinal health and elimination and immune support, boosts immune competence and blood health. And there's the reference again. Protobite is amazing liquid nutrition. It's patent pending. It's rapidly absorbed nutrition. And the reason this is important is that in 2002, there was a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and it stated categorically that it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. In the Journal of the American Medical Association, they're recommending that you take vitamin supplements. Why? Because people need it. The problem, as we already said, is digestive maladies are the most common disorder in our culture. That means the nutrients aren't getting in. And that's the reason that they're so expensive, no matter what you take. I tell some people, if you want to take that daily 1 vitamin, you're paying a fortune for it because it's not getting in. You're better off going out and dragging your tongue on the sidewalk. Impaired metabolism is a reduced ability to use oxygen or water. These are the 2 most important ingredients for life so that cells can make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. An inability to use oxygen or water is the primary feature of chronic degenerative disease. So Protobite is a VMP35 liquid multivitamin, mineral, and phytonutrient complex, and that's a science code. You'll see that on the label, on the side of the label on the bottle, but you'll see that in the research as well. Proprietary exclusive proteasome technology provides unprecedented rapid, in less than 5 minutes, and prolonged nutrient absorption. It promotes the cellular ability to effectively use oxygen or water. We call it liquid blood food. And peer-reviewed and published scientific research shows that Protobite restores hemoglobin, and it's an iron-free supplement to iron-dependent hemoglobin. It restores hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes. And there's the reference down there, and that's available in PubMed. Life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. We just have good stuff. What can I say? Brain Reward was the first product that I did research on, and it is a patented course correction for your mind. Primary benefit claim is it's for mental sharpness, but it has other benefits. There are the 3 patents supporting it, and the real statistical reality is that 1 in 4 Americans will experience a mental health disorder. This is an alarming statistic by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Our bodies and our brains are overstressed, undernourished, and they're just not as healthy as they could be, as they should be, and this makes life a whole lot more challenging. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution that rebalances the brain reward circuitry. So, the important thing about this is that nutrigenomics is a science that studies how nutrition influences gene expression and how that influences your overall health. It's a subcategory of epigenetics. 43 published clinical studies to date demonstrate that the patented Brain Reward nutritionally supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making, supports focus, attention, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness. These are some important benefit claims. We had a total of 33 that we submitted to our regulatory attorneys, and it took them literally 6 months to review the hundreds of clinical studies and research papers that we gave them to tell us that at the time we had 18 published clinical studies, that our claims were supported by our research. We now have 43. Now, in addition to the one-size-fits-all, scientifically validated, incredibly effective Brain Reward, we've gone one step further. We're offering DNA-designed precision nutrition. DNA-designed precision nutrition utilizes the GARS gene test to determine which VNI RestoreGen formula is your perfect companion to your Brain Reward product. The way it works, you take the Q-tip, that's called a buccal swab. Buccal means like a cheek swab. GARS test, and the RestoreGen formulas represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA-designed precision nutrition to optimize your best Brain Reward benefits. The VNI RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects. So when you do this test, you send it to the lab, the gene testing lab, and you get literally a 16-page report. But in that report, in a very short section, it tells you it stratifies your risk for engaging in excessive reward-seeking behaviors and establishes which of the 6 genotype pathways you qualify for. And this would be one of the 6 products down here where my cursor, you might not see it. One of these products is your ideal Brain Reward candidate. So you take both of them, and you take each RestoreGen formula to be taken with Brain Reward in a ratio of 2 Brain Reward capsules to 1 RestoreGen capsule. Now, the last product is Thione Extra, and it is an amazing anti-aging and immunity boosting product. And it's also made with evidence-based scientific ingredients. We haven't done a clinical study on this yet, but I guarantee you when we do, the results will be astounding. It provides DNA protection and supports the structure and function of blood vessels. It promotes antioxidant function. It supports glutathione and SOD. Glutathione and SOD are 2 of the most abundant and important enzymes systems in the body. As a matter of fact, you have many thousands of proteins in the body. SOD is the 5th most abundant protein in the body. It's the first line of antioxidant defense. So glutathione and SOD are like 2 hands clapping or shaking. And that means it supports immune function, improves nitrogen balance, and improves cell detoxification, structure, function, stamina, energy output of cells. It also advances mental clarity and anti-aging and life extension benefits par excellence. And it's not a drug, and the life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Once again, All the statements here have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and this is not just a formality. We absolutely insist that nobody ever state that our products are going to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. They simply nourish the body's ability to do what God designed it to do in the first place. So with that, I'm going to hand it back over to our amazing president and COO, Jeff Hooks, who, by the way, was responsible for top-line revenues in other companies of $500 million. Please listen carefully to everything he's got to say.
Thank you so much, Bill. Wonderful information as always. I'm going to start my screen share and pick things up right where you left off. All right, folks. So we've talked about, Bill shared a lot of information, and trust me, there's so much more. So this is not designed to teach you everything that there is to know about our amazing products. But as Bill shared at the very beginning of his initial comments, our mission is to assist people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. And that means physically with our products and financially with our authorized partner program. So again, we've talked about the products. One of the things that I want to emphasize from my own experience, I consulted for this amazing company specifically for Bill Downs and his wife, who is our co-founder and chief business officer, for 2.5 years. Ed and Gina Bender, the #1 authorized partners in the entire world of VNI. I'd known for many, many years. They introduced me to Bill and Kim, and I was completely bought into them as human beings, to Bill as a visionary and the team that he assembled, the products, the intellectual property, a lot of what you heard this evening. And so I consulted for 2.5 years for Bill and Kim and for the company. And then August 1st of 2018, I was blessed to be asked to come serve in this current role. And so I've been taking these amazing products for 1.5 years plus now, every single day. And what I want to share with those of you that are guests is you don't have, now we've got many, as always, we've got many healthcare practitioners, whether they be medical doctors, chiropractors, nutritionists that are plugged into these events. And so for men and women with that type of a background, they're going to understand a lot, if not all, of what Bill was sharing. But for me, I'm a businessman. I'm not a scientist. And so what I love to share with our customers and our customer partner community is the reality that you don't need to understand the science of VNI, the science of good health, as Ken Nasbitt's always says. You don't have to understand the science to be blessed by it. In other words, our bodies know what to do with these amazing products. Every morning when I wake up, first thing in the morning, I take my Protobite, I take my Brain Reward, I take my Restoragen formula. So, literally first 1 minute of my morning on an empty stomach, I take my Protobite, Brain Reward, and Restoragen. My formula, my DNA designed formula is Equigen. And then at night, right before I go to bed, I take my Enzor. That's it. So here's the point. The protocol is extraordinarily simple. The biochemistry and the impact at a cellular level that these products make is extraordinarily complex, but you and I don't have to understand that. It's just like when I come into a room, I flip the light switch on, I don't have to understand the functionality of electricity and how it works to be blessed by light. And that's kind of what we're so excited about is these products, thousands of customers over the last 6 years, these products are making a huge impact on their physical well-being. Give your body the blessing, the gift of nutrition that gets in, and you'll be glad you did. We always encourage our customers, engage with these products, give it at least 90 to 120 days. Give your body a chance to respond to being nourished at a cellular level, high performance fuel. Now, in addition to that, as you see there, we've got this authorized partner business model, if you will, that is equally innovative. Just like as from a wellness and a nutritional science perspective, we are innovative, and we're redefining a very crowded industry. We're doing the same thing with our authorized partner program. We're changing the way direct-to-consumer relationship marketing companies are doing business, particularly in the wellness space. And we're excited about that. So if you're at a point, I'm not going to go real deep, but I want to spend a few minutes giving you some insight on this lucrative authorized partner program. If you are at a point in time in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow is appealing, then you're going to love this information, and we're going to encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to go deeper. In fact, I've got, I spend almost every day scheduling video conferences and conference calls with individuals, just like all of our guests on the call, helping them understand the authorized partner program and what the potential is, how it works, what the, so I'm available, as is our leadership team, to give you deeper insight. But simply put, if the idea of an additional cash flow, what a lot of economists now are calling the new gig economy, where men and women from not just the US and Canada, but all around the world are looking for opportunities to create an additional cash flow. They're looking for opportunities to, without jeopardizing their job, without jeopardizing their full-time business, they're looking for opportunities to create additional income for different reasons: to pay off debt, to supplement retirement, to buy a new car, to travel, children's education, whatever the reason is. So let me give you some insight on how this program works. So the Authorized Partner Program, our business model, works in 3 very simple steps. Now, it takes work. It's not the lottery, and that goes without saying. We'll talk about that as we move forward, but very doable, and it's a very predictable model because we figured this out. We know what works, we know what doesn't work. So it's a matter of, I call it paint by the numbers. Step 1, all of our authorized partners use the VNI products daily. Now, that doesn't mean every single product, but make no mistake, our authorized partners are products of the product. Now, why is that important? Well, first of all, from an integrity standpoint, from an authenticity standpoint, you can't really share and recommend something that you haven't experienced and are not experiencing yourself. So there's an authenticity built into this. We always tell people when with our partner community, and these are men and women from different backgrounds all across the US and Canada, our partner community are made up of missionaries, not mercenaries. And I say that, I've been saying that for 1.5 years. We're very intentional about the culture that we're creating within VNI. There's a huge financial opportunity here for those that have the vision and willing to roll up their sleeves and go to work. But it's a huge upside potential based on contribution, based on blessing and helping people with these amazing products. So it's important to have a foundation of authenticity by using the products every day. So step 1 is use the VNI products daily. Step 2 is to share the VNI products. Excuse me, I've about talked my voice out today. And sharing the VNI products, folks, does not mean you have to learn everything that Bill just shared with us. We have tools that share the information for you. In fact, we have, I mentioned it earlier just briefly, our partners, we give our partners the VNI Life app, which gives you a consolidated platform where you can go out and share these products, share the information on VNI, share our science, and build an amazing business with just your smartphone or a tablet. So said differently, we've created the tools, the marketing tools that share the information for you. So you're the tour guide, you're the messenger, not the message. So step number 1 is use the VNI products. Step 2 is to share the products, and we'll teach you how to do that. We do a fundamental training. We've got an archive of trainings from yours truly and many of our top leaders that teach you the what, why, and how of building a business. But it's a very simple model. Use the products, share the products. And number 3, if you want to build a team. Now, by the way, you don't have to. You could focus just on the first 2 steps. You could focus just on using the products and sharing the products and create a tremendous customer base with VNI and create a wonderful recurring cash flow. And many of our partners do that. Now, if you enjoy team building, If you enjoy shepherding, coaching, and mentoring other people, then you might want to build a team of partners while you're building your customer base. And again, we'll teach you how to do that. Our top leaders have already done that. Now, that's where step 3 comes into play. Teach others to use and share the products. And then you have the opportunity to earn override royalties off of that production as they build their customer base. So 3 steps to success. Number 1, use the products. Number 2, share the products. And number 3, teach others to do the same. Now, when you do that, we have a very lucrative compensation plan that rewards you lots of different bonuses, but 3 categories of bonuses. The first is immediate income. Business you do this week, you get paid next week. Our top leaders earn a weekly commission plus a monthly royalty. So they get a minimum of 5 checks, our top producers, even part-time, every single month. How'd you like to add an extra 2 or 3 paychecks to your monthly earnings for yourself and your family without jeopardizing your full-time job, without jeopardizing your core business? So number 1 is immediate income. Number 2 is long-term residual cash flow. Because these products are consumable, you're not just paid immediate income on first-time product orders. You're paid on repeat orders. We have a very convenient subscription program that the vast majority of our customers and partners take advantage of. It gives the opportunity for additional discounts off of the product, even off of the wholesale product for our preferred customers, and discounts off of shipping to include free shipping. So that long-term residual cash flow works by any repeat business. Let's say, for example, you shared the VNI products with me today. And then tonight or tomorrow, I place a product order. Well, you're going to get paid Monday. That's the immediate income. Well, we set up my subscription, let's say 30 days from now, my subscription process, let's just say it's the 25th of next month. And I have the convenience of never running out of product. Here's the key. You don't have to do anything. Our operations team handles everything. They process in this example, my credit card. They ship the product that I want directly to my doorstep, and you get paid. So you've got the opportunity over time, it doesn't happen overnight, to create a residual income based on the work that you've done previously, because these products are consumable, because they deliver value, because they have unprecedented, unparalleled scientific validation. So people stay on the products, they reorder, and you get paid again, not off of brand new customers, but off of existing customers who are reordering. So that's that residual cash flow, folks. Most people earn income in a linear fashion, which means, and that's okay. And certainly in my career, that's the way my hard work has been rewarded as well. But it's not the best way, because you only have so many hours in the day. You're swapping hours for dollars. With residual cash flow, you put in the effort, and you do have to put in some effort, but then you get paid on an ongoing basis. So number 1, immediate income. Number 2, long-term residual. And third and finally, leadership development bonuses. These are additional bonuses above and beyond the first 2 categories, where you are rewarded for helping your team be successful. Zig Ziglar used to say, you can have everything in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the whole concept behind our team building bonuses there. Now, why partner with VNI? Many benefits. The first and foremost, by far the most impactful that I want you to remember, I know we're hitting you with a lot of information, is you have exclusive access to our proprietary product technologies. In other words, VNI does not sell our amazing products. As you heard from Bill, multiple patents pending, a total right now of 48 peer-reviewed published clinical studies on our finished products, and growing. You have access to those unique product technologies that you can represent and take to the marketplace, and take to people that you know, that you trust, that you meet, that you reference, whether you come from a business background or not. The key is engaging with the products, experience the products yourself, and then you're sharing with all the tools that we provide from a place of authenticity. It really is a very simple model. So that's the first bullet point that's so important. No required product inventory. You can work where you want, when you want. Tremendous compensation plan, unlimited earnings potential based on effort and performance. It truly is an untapped business model, which again is very unique. Now, I will say this, the foundation of the authorized partner opportunity is that we can help men and women, no matter what your background is, create an additional $500 to $1,000 a month or more part-time without jeopardizing your full-time job. Please understand that for our partners, that's a message that we want to share in the marketplace. Now, for those of you that want more, that are leaders like Ed and Gina Bender, like Ken Nasmith and others, the opportunity, the sky's the limit. You can create the cash flow that you want. But the driving force behind our business is the building block of saying, you know what, let's take the next 3 to 6 months, 9 months. Let's work part-time. Let's build some customers. Let's put a small team together and let's get your products free for yourself and your family and give you an extra $500 to $1,000 a month coming in every month. Take some pressure off. How does that sound? And then once you hit that goal, if you want to raise the bar, you can. So that's the beauty of this model, beauty of the model. Now, who partners with VNI? Men and women from all, and trust me, I know all of our partners. Ed and Gina Bender know all of our partners. I have the data on all of our partners. What I want you to understand is we have a beautiful, diverse team of men and women. Backgrounds, doctors, lawyers, MDs, chiropractors, healthcare practitioners, those with advanced PhD degrees in higher education, and some that never finished elementary school because they started working on a family farm. You know, we've got wonderful men and women that learn from the school of life and everything in between. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, single moms, single dads. Here's the common thread, y'all. Our authorized partners have a sincere desire to create some positive change in their own life. So in other words, they're not necessarily content with status quo. So they've got a desire for something more to bless their family, bless their lives by helping others. That's the second point. They enjoy contributing. They're mission focused. We call it servant leadership. And number three, they're coachable. They understand that the roads have been paved. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. And it's a function of humbling yourself, taking your skills, taking what I call your non-financial assets, your credibility, your influence, all the things that you've learned in your life, the wins, the losses, everything that you've learned that makes you who you are, but then applying that into a very simple model with amazing products and a platform that works. So we want you to understand the model is simple and it's fun and it's something you absolutely can do. Now, resources for our VNI partners as we wrap up. Complete access to our VNI Life app with all the marketing tools and resources and trainings. Website with lead capture and shopping cart. You've got the ability from your own marketing website. You don't have to do anything. The company provides it for you instantaneously when you become an authorized partner. And guess what? Your marketing website has e-commerce built into it, which means your customers can put in their credit card and you get paid. You don't have to deal with any of those logistics. Company has it all set up for you. Robust back office business center that helps you manage your growing business, helps you lead your team. Live and recorded trainings from our top leaders. In fact, we've got a training right here in this meeting room on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. It's haven't confirmed yet, but hopefully we've got a couple of our top leaders that are going to be sharing from their experience some key tips for how to build a customer base and how to get your business profitable. Best-in-class customer and partner support. Amazing, compelling marketing and sales materials to help you share the story, share the information. Powerful scientific validation, and to include the clinical studies. And with more, as Bill said, more studies happening right now. So this opportunity for you is only going to get better. We have our 2020 major product launch happening at the end of April with our top leaders in Fort Myers, Florida. A lot of exciting things coming up, so stay tuned on that. And then finally, lowest startup fee in the industry for our authorized partners. You can launch your own business with a $50 new partner fee. and then whatever your product order is. Because again, you want to engage with the products. But in terms of the partner fee, $50 for the first year, that's basically $4 a month for the first year. And then it goes down to $3 a month. It's $35 per year partner renewal fee after that. And that gives you access to everything that we're looking at and more. So folks, that's kind of an overview of the business model. I want to share with you what's the next step. You can place a product order and engage with the products. That's easy. Get back to the person that invited you to tonight's event. Figure out what products resonate with you. Get started. Set up your subscription. Give it 90 to 120 days. Give your body a chance to respond. Now, number two, what we know from experience, sometimes people say, you know, I need more information. And that's great. Get back to the person that invited you. Take a look at their website. Have them schedule a call with one of their what we call success coaches, one of their partners, or even with me if you have an interest in the business, and we'll get your questions answered. Make sure you understand what the best next step is for you. The third option is you say, you know what, I want to be a partner. And if that's the case, you want to get back to the person that invited you this evening. Ask about our builder packs. We've got 3 builder pack options only available to partners, and they're designed to help you get off to a fast and profitable start. So you don't have to do it. They're only optional, but you've got some deep discounts built in on the product. You got some free marketing tools, and you've got free expedited shipping. So those are options for you that you'll want to take a look at and make the best decision for you. Okay, so that's it. You know what? I want to close with that. We are not shy about rolling out the red carpet and inviting you to become part of the VNI community, whether as a customer or as an authorized partner. We're excited about the impact that we're making around the world and in people's health, and we would love for you to be part of that journey. So on behalf of Bill Downs, our founder and CEO, and every VNI partner that's part of our community and our team, thank you for investing some of your Thursday evening or some of your whatever day it is with your replay here. Get back to the person that shared this with you and get your questions answered and come on board. So thanks so much. Have a great evening, and join us Saturday for the partner training at 11 a.m. right in this meeting room. Thanks so much. Take care and God bless. Good night.